Greetings, one and all, to the most cursed, most cringiest corner of the internet. A YouTube channel content creator actively alienating everyone in both the analog and digital world. Well, welcome and good evening, you wonderful dice of all alignments. I am Lunar D8. There would have been no way to tell that morning had come without opening a curtain and looking up at the cloudy sky, which had become a tiny bit lighter. It wasn't a refreshing morning. All that could be heard was the sound of the rain, which hadn't stopped falling since last night, and the howl of the wind. It's hard to imagine that it's morning. This horrible weather speaks for our hearts. Hey, it could be worse. At least it's just rain and not spears falling from the sky. Waha, whether it's rain or spears, it's coming down with a bang. Is it already 6 o'clock? Wah. Isn't this enough? After this, we've got no measures we can take till the mystery 19th person Beatrice makes her move. True. However, I believe we have anticipated every trick they might use against us. That's right. As long as a traitor doesn't appear among the siblings, we should be able to deal with most situations. Haven't we talked about this enough? We've stayed up all night. I'm tired. Red Bull hasn't been invented yet. You're right. How about taking a little rest after eating breakfast? A good plan. Staying up all night is trying at our age. As they all stretched, they enjoyed this unrefreshing morning as best they could. I'll go wash my face or something. I probably look horrible. So you didn't hear the sound of the DBZ battle outside or the people getting murdered upstairs. I still say she looks like Ivy from Soul Calibur 2. Also like Kaoru. What is that awful stench? As soon as they exited into the corridor, Kyrie openly made a disgusted expression. What is it? Hey, don't you smell something awful? What is this stench? I can't stand it. After hearing those complaints, everyone stuck their heads out into the corridor. The stench was faint, but once people started commenting on it, it was clearly noticeable. Each of them went into the corridor, relying on their own sense of smell to tell them where this strange odor was coming from. What in the world could it be? Let us have Genji deal with it. I believe he should have already arrived in the servant room to begin the morning preparations. Indeed. Please do. At the very least, it's difficult to imagine Goda making a breakfast that would cause such an odor. Rudolph and the others searched the source of the smell and determined that it was coming from underground, from the boiler room. But the door was locked and they couldn't check inside. At the same time, when Natsui's group was on its way to search for someone in the servant room, they noticed something strange near the parlor. What is this? Oh, what a horrible prank. Who would do something like this? On the door to the parlor, drawn in a paint that looked like blood, wasn't that where you guys were this whole night? was a strange thing that looked like a magic circle. There's no one in the kitchen yet. Oh, what is that? Ava's group, who thought the smell might be coming from the kitchen, had returned after confirming that no one was there and that preparations for breakfast had not yet begun. Then they noticed the change to the parlor, the room they were inside. It's useless, the boiler room is locked. Wouldn't that be bad if something went wrong with the boiler? Has anyone spotted a servant? I'm doing a terrible job. There was another one on the door to the boiler room. Is one of those vulgar scribbles here too? What's that? This creepy scribble isn't just here, but it's in another place too. Haha, you don't think this is the Witch of the Forest, Beatrice's declaration of war, do you? Hideyoshi tried to make fun of it, but staring at this creepy magic circle while listening to the wind and the rain really made it seem like a message from a witch. The dripping bright red paint made one think of blood, which made it even creepier. Hideyoshi tried to open the door, but it had been locked. As a general rule, the parlor wasn't locked. Someone had gone out of their way to lock it. What does this mean? Could it be that while we were talking in the dining hall, someone secretly left this scribble on the doors to the parlor and the boiler room? I'm sure the servants are behind this. We were together the whole time. We all have alibis. They probably received some strange order from Father and pulled this prank. Okay, wait a minute. If all the servants are dead and all of you have alibis, does that mean you're going to suspect one of the younger folk? Or possibly a missing body. I don't know. There's also the case yesterday of Maria Chan's letter. It's really easy to suspect the servants are acting on Dad's orders and planning something. Anyway, where is everyone? They can't be playing hide and seek. Let's look for them. But before that, I'm worried about the children. They are safe, right? I'll go and check, and while I'm there, I'll see if there aren't any servants there. Then let's split up. While you go to the guest house to see how the brats are doing, we'll investigate inside the mansion. I don't want to think about it, but maybe these creepy magic circles aren't just in the places we found them already. We might be wrapped up in some bizarre game of Father's. I will go to him and hear the situation, though I doubt he'll obediently listen to me. The adults split up. As a result, they confirmed that the 4 children were safe in the so-called cousin room on the 2nd floor of the guest house. They had apparently stayed up late last night playing. All of them were snoring loudly, so Rosa decided not to wake them. Furthermore, Nanjo, who had returned early the previous night to rest, was also safe. It seemed he believed in the phrase early to bed, early to rise, and had awoken refreshed. During that time, Kairi and Hideyoshi searched for the servants, but they didn't find them. The servant room in the guest house was also empty. The children are safe. They all stayed up too late last night, just like us. The servant room is empty. I looked at the shift chart and the morning shift begins at 6 o'clock. They should have started working by now. The nap room is also empty. There were signs that a futon had been slept in, but it wasn't warm. Hey, isn't everyone's reasoning right on this? This is probably a game Father set up. He must have left those creepy scribbles and hid himself somewhere, trying to make us do something. Are you saying he's trying to see who's fit to succeed his wealth and the headship? Isn't that a bit... No. It might not be strange if Father was behind something like that. After all, Father loves doing things on a big scale. This might have been a finely tuned plan, starting as far back as when the epitaph was hung in the hall. In that case, I wonder if they'll give us an announcement of the game, or some explanation of it. It certainly would be nice if an envelope with the crest like the one handed to Maria-chan were to appear. That's right. Maybe Nissan and the rest have found something like that in the mansion. Dr. Nanjo, have you heard anything about this? But my apologies, I have no idea what is going on. And yet, yes, certainly, I could easily imagine Kinzo planning something on a big scale. Shouldn't we go back to the mansion for now? Maybe they found something over there. If I won't be in the way, I shall go too. I'll stay here. The children are sleeping upstairs. We don't know what's happening. We cannot leave them alone. That's right. I'll stay with Rosa-san and watch over the place. Would you tell that to my husband? Rosa and Kairi remained in the guest house. Hideyoshi went with Nanjo and returned to the mansion. Buddy system. That's a safe, really smart idea there you guys got. At the same time in the mansion, in a way that was hard to believe, or maybe we should say in a way that gave him a bad feeling, Rudolph's prediction was spot on. The same magic circle graffiti that had been drawn on the doors to the boiler room and the parlor had been found in multiple places throughout the mansion. Aniki? How's Dad? It was of no use. I received no response. I tried putting my ear against the door, but I couldn't sense anyone. There's no sign of any of the servants. Where in the world did they disappear to? This isn't funny. Father and the servants are hiding, and there are strange magic circles all over the mansion. What in the world is happening? There weren't only magic circles on the door to the boiler room and the door to the parlor. There were 2 on the 2nd floor, and 1 on the 3rd floor, for a total of 5. They were all the same magic circle, and all of the doors had been locked. So, they couldn't check inside the rooms. Okay, so they're all the same magic circle, then they're part of the same ritual. However, 5, either we have 2 bodies in one room, or one of the bodies is missing. I guess that's a plus side of a mansion. You'll never run out of rooms to throw dead bodies in. Anyway, let's do something about the boiler room first. It would be bad if something broke down and caught fire or exploded, so we need the key. It should be in the key box in the servant room. They fished through the key box. Because each of the servants carried their master keys around, those weren't kept there. However, all of the individual keys should have been there. I can't believe they managed to fit so many keys in there. It isn't here? No matter how much we look, the key to the boiler room isn't here. Look, Ineke, only the keys to the rooms with the magic circles are drawn on them are totally missing. It's true. How bothersome. It's as though someone didn't want us to go into the rooms with the magic circles. No, they went to all the trouble of making those magic circles obvious, so maybe they wanted us to enter. I think it's the latter. This isn't a movie, so breaking down the door is probably impossible. Smashing a window might do the trick, though. What do you mean? It would make more sense outside of a movie you could break down a door. I mean, you're all capable adults. There's probably tools. We should be able to do it with enough work, right? It's not like they're made of solid metal. For a while, Kraus pondered over whether this situation really called for smashing a window. At that time, Hideyoshi and Nanjo returned. There was nothing strange in the guest house, and the children were safe. They told the others that Rosa and Kairi had stayed to watch over the place. Good morning. I heard that something strange has happened. Good morning, Dr. Nanjo. I apologize for waking you so early in the morning. What is it? Did you find a letter or something? I was sure you'd have found something like that by now. You're right. I also believe this to be a massive joke or game of fathers. But if that's the case, there should be some letter telling us about it, like the letter that was given to Maria-chan. What if Maria-chan's letter actually was the announcement telling us the game was on? The rules of the game, try solving the riddle of the epitaph, have already been made clear. Then what might the 5 magic circles we found in the mansion represent, and the missing servants? Natsuine-san, how many servants were there today in total? Huh? Genji, Goda, 5 of them. Why? So there are 5 servants. There are also 5 magic circles. It's probably a coincidence, but I don't like it. Nissan, let's break a window. We should check to see what's outside. We have no choice. Do it neatly. Kraus, how? Kraus made his decision and gave permission to smash a window, and he decided that the first room they would break into would be the parlor on the first floor, where the windows would be the easiest to reach. That makes sense. I'm pretty sure the person doing all the magic circle stuff probably thought the same. They had hoped to peek in through the window. I mean, usually if you're doing something like this, you want to try to predict what the other person's moves are going to be. But the curtains were down, so they couldn't see inside. Rudolph wandered around the garden, trying to find something that would be good for smashing the window. Eventually, he picked up Kraus and threw him through the window. He found a rock bigger than a fist and came back. You don't have to smash the whole thing. Just open it enough so you can reach the lock. Don't get your hopes up, okay? Rudolph raised the rock and hit the glass with it several times. Eventually, he succeeded in opening a hole big enough that he could unlock it from the outside. Covering his hand with a handkerchief, he stuck his hand through the hole and cautiously unlocked it. We should probably cover it with packing tape later. The rain'll get blown in. When he suddenly opened the window, the wind and the rain made the curtain dance around violently. And heck, if one of the servants here that will use their master key to open all the locks. The wind and the rain made the curtain dance around violently. The curtain was blown to the side. They could see into the parlor they knew well. They were a little relieved. They thought there might be another bizarre magic circle inside the room, or possibly traces of some creepy ceremony. In any event, they didn't want to hang around in the rain. So the six of them, Kraus, Natsui, Ava, Hideyoshi, Rudolph, and Nanjo, entered the parlor as a group. It seems that nothing in particular has changed. Nah. Well, what's wrong, Shannon? About that. Is it her, or is it fake people? Is it a doppelganger? Skin stealer? We're talking about cryptids now? Well, what's wrong, Shannon? Wait, are you okay? What happened to you? Blood. Dr. Nanjo, take a look at this. Hey, Shannon-chan, are you okay? Answer me. You mustn't shake her. I will examine her condition now. She had been in the shadow of the sofa, so they hadn't noticed her until they'd entered the room. Shannon was lying on the floor, her chest stained bright red with blood. Hey, Battler, where are you? Look, Shannon's corpse has turned up, see? I won't bully you anymore, so come out. Oh, there you are. What are you doing clutching your head in a place like that? Battler was crouching under the table, holding his head. His pitiful figure made it painfully clear that he didn't want to see anything, didn't want to hear anything. Had he heard Beatrice's sneering voice? Could he not hear, or was he pretending that he couldn't hear? In any event, it was clear that he'd closed up his heart like a shell. Poo-coo-coo. Perhaps you tormented him too much, milady. After showing him all that and demanding a counter-argument, I can understand why he'd want to mope around. Hey, Battler, if you can't argue back, then resign, okay? It's your turn. If you don't make some move or pass, or else give up, we won't get anywhere. Huh? What's that? I can't hear you. I said be quiet. Shut up. A witch? Magic? Why don't you just do whatever you want? I don't believe any of it. Damn it. Don't talk to me, don't show me anything. Disappear, just disappear. Don't get that annoying face near me. Hey, what's this? You were really mean to the person you were playing a chess game with, and now they just don't want to play with you anymore. Beatrice winced reflexively at Battler's sudden rage. Even if you say that... If you don't finish your turn, then my turn won't come. In fact, I'm the one asking you to stop boring me. Who cares? Be quiet. Shut up. Who cares about your game? I won't go along with it. If your turn won't come until mine's finished, then just wait for all eternity. I don't get it. I won't accept witch's magic. I won't accept someone that screwed up. Ooh, I said don't talk to me. I don't know what's what anymore. After being shown something that screwed up, how could I resist? I wandered aimlessly through the rose garden. It was raining and windy, but that didn't mean my body got wet. There was just a feeling of isolation as I wandered amidst the wind and rain without an umbrella. Maybe I lost in that person's game a long time ago. Actually, didn't we already have a clear winner and loser in the last game? After all, I surrendered for a time. That's why the world was tinted with witches and magic. Right now, Rock and Dream is a different world where witches stride around openly and fire off strange spells. It isn't a matter of accepting or denying it. Maybe I mistakenly assumed that I was playing a game on an even footing with Beato. Maybe I was already defeated in the last game, and this is just the signing ceremony of my surrender. A minute ago, a terrible battle unfolded in the rose garden. I saw it with my own eyes. I kicked the ground. Obviously, the ground was hard, and the water from the puddles splashed several towers had split this ground, sprouting like high-rise buildings. The more I kicked the ground, the more it felt like it couldn't possibly have happened. But for that very reason, I couldn't explain it with anything other than magic anymore. If it was a closed room with a key shut up inside, I know it was probably an extension of stuff you often see in detective novels. But that big flashy thing? Damn it. It seems my disciple has caused you so much trouble, huh? It's you? Someone suddenly spoke to me, so I turned round, and in the rose garden arbor was the predecessor Beatrice, whom Beatrice had supposedly defeated a short while ago. I was sure you died.